welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrielle, and if you're new here, thanks for coming. But if you're not new here, welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video, and honestly, life is just really busy. Like school and work and school and work. And if I'm completely honest, this video is mainly to keep me accountable for my reading. I have not been reading very well this year so far. I know it's just February at the time of my filming this, but I planned to read 40 books this year, I think. I'm gonna check. No, I plan to read 35 books this year according to my Goodreads goal that I just checked. So I've read 2 books this year so far, which isn't bad, but I know that I'm technically behind schedule according to Goodreads. And I don't really base a whole lot of my, like, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of a fun, it's just for fun, like a little reading goal. But at the same time, I do want to finish the books that I start, just because I want to hold myself accountable in like everything that I do, and reading is kind of the same. I kind of want to hold myself accountable. So I'm hoping that if I make a video giving like a TBR or like to be read list for this month or for March, that I will actually get it done. So here's to hoping that this video can hold me accountable. Also, I do want to say that I'm not a TBR person. I don't ever do TBRs, and that the reason for that is because I don't like to say at the beginning of the month what I'm gonna read throughout the month, because I'm a giant mood reader. I read based on what mood I'm in that minute. Like, I finish one book and then I rest for the night, usually, because I finish books at night just for some reason. I don't know why that is, but probably because I spend like all day reading, and then by the end of the day I'm just not finishing, you know. And so then I go to my bookshelf and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna start tomorrow? Like, I decide then and there what I'm gonna read. It's not planned. I don't have like, oh, here are the 6 books that I'll be reading this month. So this isn't really an Adrielle thing to do. This is just purely an experiment. But I figured, why not give it a go? Maybe it'll help keep me accountable. I want to say also that 3 of these books I've already started and just have not finished. Like, I'm reading them, but I kind of want to speed it up just so I can get them out of my hair and move on to some completely fresh reads. And the first book on here is one that I mentioned in my end of the year book tag video that I did a few months ago, I think back in November or December or something like that. And that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I started this book, I think, some point in January, and I've been reading it very slowly, but it's like 1,007 pages or something like that, and I'm on page 324. I absolutely love this book so far. It's right up my alley. So for those of you who have been here before, you know that fantasy is like my jam. High fantasy with lots of complicated characters and lots of really big world building, that kind of stuff really makes me happy and gets me all excited about reading. And even though I've been kind of going through a bit of a reading slump, it's like every time I open this book, I can like almost take a break on the slump, just because this is just so right what I need right now. I really just need to just hunker down and finish it. Like, I've been kind of debating whether I need to like give myself like, okay, read 50 pages a night, because to be honest, that's how I normally read. I read at least like 50 pages a night, or 100, depending on how much time I have that day. But I've not been doing that. I've just been like letting it happen the way it happens. Like, I might read a chapter, maybe 2. These chapters are kind of long, so it just really depends on what kind of mood I'm in, what kind of day I've had, what kind of day I will have, or what kind of homework I'm gonna have, or if I have work or something like that. But you know, I'm doing the best I can. But you know, I'm planning to finish this book really soon, so we'll see. I really like it, so I'm not reading it slowly because I don't like it. I'm enjoying every single page, every single character, and you guys can just go ahead and expect there will be a rant or rave about this book when I'm done. I'm very excited about it. The next book I'm reading is actually an audiobook, and it's The Promised Land by Barack Obama. Last month I read Becoming, finally, by Michelle Obama, and oh my god, y'all, 5 out of 5. Like, it was just everything I wanted it to be. But The Promised Land is really political heavy, as I knew going in. It's Obama's book, like why would it not be politically heavy? And I knew that was gonna kind of slow down the reading process for me, because I knew there would kind of be some sections where I was like, okay, well, we're getting real political here for a second. But luckily there's not a whole lot of that. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a whole lot. It's just, I kind of haven't been in the mood for audiobooks lately, so I need to get on that and finish it. I think I might have 8 hours of listening time left. So it's not like I'm not doing well. I just want to go ahead and just get that done so I can move on to the next audiobook, whatever that may be. Because I like to read a physical book and be listening to an audiobook at the same time, because it just helps you to read more and just, you know, just to read more, you know. The next book on this list is a book that I started but have not finished, and I'm holding myself accountable for finishing in March, is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. And I really like this book. A lot of people have been raving about it like since it came out last year. I want to say, I think this did come out last year. A lot of people have been raving about it since its inception or since its publication, I should say. I'm liking it so far. I'm not like absolutely loving it. I hope that changes. Like, I hope, I'm just like, I'm about a quarter of the way through the book. So a lot of my opinions are going to change, at least I'd imagine, since I haven't really read that much. But I'm very excited to continue reading. I like the characters. The main character actually reminds me a lot of myself. So I really like that, because I feel like a kinship with her. Like, just because I feel like we're very similar people, just the way she processes trauma, the way she handles her emotions, the way she like interacts with people, they remind me a lot of myself. Plus, can we just acknowledge like that we love to see beautiful Black women on covers of books? Like, I don't even have to say anything else. Like, look how gorgeous. But anyway, so yeah, she reminds me a lot of me, and I like that in a main character. That's honestly, like, as I've said about 1,000 times, I'm a really character-driven person. Like, I really read stories for the people in them, for real. If I'm able to connect with the characters, I'm good. Like, I'm good. So I know I'm gonna like this. It just might not be like a 6 out of 5 star, you know? But I don't know yet. We'll see. I could get to like the last quarter and be like 5 star. I don't know when it happened, but it happened. Okay, and the next book is one that I actually do have it. I just don't have it with me right now. It's Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Yeah, I got it this weekend, but I don't have it with me. But here it is. I'm super excited to read it. Another Black girl on the cover of a book. We love to see it. I'm super excited. Like, I've heard really good things about that book. I know the sequel came out recently, which is part of why I'm reading this one, because I want to like see if I can marathon them both or something like that. Those are my plans, of course. However, how my reading year has been going so far, I can make absolutely no promises about whether or not I will marathon them, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, I think those are 5 books. Can I count? Those were 4 books. Oh, I'm a mess. So those were, what are we doing today here? What are we doing? I didn't know how to do my hair today, y'all. So I just did it like 1,000 different ways and tied it up and put a hat on, and then like, okay, whatever. So those are 4 books that I'm planning on reading in March of 2021. This video will hopefully hold me accountable. Hopefully while I'm reading, I'll be like, oh, I told YouTube that I was gonna read these books, let's do it. You know, that put some pressure on me to really get to reading so I can get back on track with my reading, because I like to be on track. Again, I'm not gonna put like my whole self-confidence in how well I do on my Goodreads challenge, but I mean, what's the challenge if you don't even try? So I'm gonna definitely try, and yeah, that's all I got for you today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, and hopefully next time I won't be as burnt out and exhausted as I am right now. Like, you guys, if I close my eyes, I will go to sleep. I will go to sleep. See ya. Get some rest.